agree with Sim in the sense of when we started out, I do think that we did shock ourselves a little bit. I remember that Exeter game at home, I mean, the crowd there was insane. I remember like it was a record-breaking crowd, like 700 people turned up and we were all like, this is what it should feel like, this is what it should be like. And then winning that, we were like, hang on, the effort that we put in pre-season has paid off. And it does show what we can do. And Sim was right, nothing has changed drastically. It's just we've had a lot more clear structure and we've stuck to it. I think now the challenge is winning once is easy, but maintaining it is the hard thing. So for us, it's just maintaining what we've already done to prove ourselves a little bit more. I think it's all also stemmed from, you know, how much we've committed to the training process. So I think it's a credit to us as well. Obviously, Dave coming in has been a huge impact and everyone respects him so much, but I think we should be proud of ourselves as well. You know, we buy into training week in, week out. We actually want to train. We all love the environment so much. We love each other, which I think is why we've had a lot of success. Yeah, I think it has been always like the Harlequins and Sarries week every year. So it's just, I think I am a fan of change. So it would be nice to just see a different competition at that end of the season. But I think for us, Dave had a clear aim. You know, that top 4 is our goal and we're still aiming for that. And we know that the challenge that we have at hand, but we're on our way to that. You know, we've already challenged last year's finalists, so that just shows our growth as a team. And the goal still stands. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of change and I'm rooting for us all the way. To me, well, I'm kind of like a newcomer. I came March last year, so this is probably my first proper season at Bears. And before I joined, I kind of lost my love for the game a little bit. I wasn't really a fan of 15s because I started rugby through 7s, and then being introduced to 15s, I was a bit like, hang on, I don't really know where the space is. I don't really know what I'm doing. I kind of fell out of love with it a little bit, and then joined Bears, and I was like, hang on, I know why I'm playing this game now. I know why I go to training week in, week out, because this club has made me find my love again for it. Like we touched on at the beginning, you know, the facilities that we're able to use help and they add that sense of professionalism. But I think ultimately it's the people that fill it which make it special. You know, the girls are so supportive, the love is so strong, but also, you know, the coaching staff, S&C, physio, everyone behind the scenes has a genuine care and love for you and want you to do the best that you can. And I think we just all have a big sense of working together and striving to be the best that we can be. And it may sound that's like a generic answer, but I genuinely feel that. So yeah, for me, it's just reignited my love for the sport when it felt a bit down. So yeah, it wasn't that long ago, really. I remember just being at Bears, you know, did a really good pre-season, had a first few matches, and then I remember Dave came up to me and he was like, I've got some news, you know, there's a team GB are going out to Canada, and they've like requested if you want to go and join them. And I was just like, what on earth? How do they know who I am? What is life? What is going on? Burst into tears. I remember I was outside of the barn at Bears, crying my eyes out with my friends around me because I was just overjoyed. I just thought, I mean, it's a dream for me, really. I think sevens is a game that suits me very well. I love 15s, and I think, you know, 15s is the bread and butter, but sevens, it just suits me really well. And so yeah, went to Canada, loved it, and to be part of that Team GB setup as well was really special. You know, I could do it with Jazzy and the other Scottish girls, you know, like Tomo and Shona, they were there as well. So to be with them as like a nation was really, really special. But now looking forward, we've got, you know, Spain coming up just as England. It hasn't been England for pre-COVID. So to wear, you know, a red rose on your chest is going to be pretty cool. So for me, it's just the dream, really. It's how I got into rugby. I did under 18 sevens in Poland. For then, the only rules I knew then was to run forward and pass backwards. That's literally all I knew. I'm slowly learning a bit more. So yeah, we've got a really big year coming up. You know, we've got Spain, Toulouse, Langford, and then the commies and the potential World Cups. So a really, really exciting year ahead. And to be part of that environment is really special, you know, to be playing alongside people that I've been looking up to for years is incredible. To name a few, like Abby Brown, Meg Jones, and to now call them my mates is pretty cool. Still low-key fangirling a little bit, but so it's really, really cool. But in regards to like balancing everything, it's credit to the coaches, like Rodders and Dave speak openly all the time. You know, when I'm not at Sevens, I'm at Bears. When I'm not at Bears, I'm at Sevens, and they talk about my loads, they look at my GPS stats, they know exactly what I'm doing, not to overload me and prepare me for if I am playing on the weekend. They can prepare me in the best way possible. And that's really helpful for me. You know, I don't have to be a middleman. I don't have to tell them and be a messenger. You know, they've already done that. They've already cut it out. So that's really, really helpful. And yeah, obviously I'm at uni as well. So doing work can be a little bit stressful, but it's all about just being organised, prioritising everything, and asking for help when you need it, which I think is quite key.